Won't you give us some better idea on some nitrate issues we might be running into?
We see nitrates in the same forages. We see them in our sorghum varieties. We also see them in things like our pigweed varieties that are out here, which animals may leave alone until they're stressed because they feel like they're not getting enough forage to eat, or because the plant has become drought stressed and then becomes palatable to our animals. Nitrates also can be tested for. It takes about 24 hours to test that, so nevertheless, I've got a test back to you within 3 days. And you send it in exactly the same fashion that we send it in for prussic acid. You can even get your prussic acid test on the same sample that you send your nitrate samples in on. Nitrates can also be managed around if they are very high in two fashions. We can let that plant grow for a little bit and it should decrease. We can also add energy to our rations so that they can utilize the nitrates that are in those plants.
Okay. If a plant is harvested and baled up and has high nitrates, what can we do about it?
We need to be adding some extra energy to those animals' ration and keeping an eye on them if we suspect that's in there, or if we know for a fact through testing of our samples that it is in there.
That feeding regime is very, I'm going to say, dangerous. For example, if they don't get the energy correct in the diet, where the consumption of the forage and the nitrates and the energies coincide very closely, they can still get some toxicity issues.
Yes, they can.